just 5 minutes, inshallah, before Salah, continuing from where we left off yesterday in the ayat of Surah Al-Rum. So this is what I recited last night. And this is the following ayat after what I explained last night. So the context is the ayat of Allah, the signs that show the power of Allah, and therefore don't associate partners with Allah, don't create divisions into groups in religion, don't be so proud of what Allah has given you, and remember that Allah is in charge of how much He distributes. So a natural follow-up is then give the near relatives their right. So if anybody has a near relative, it is our duty to check on their situation and see who needs financial help. It is their right, Allah says. Give your near relatives their right, and the poor and the travelers. That is better for those who want to see Allah's face, meaning to see Allah happy with them. Those are the true successful ones. Those are the true triumphant people. Next ayah. Many people are actually not really aware of this part. Everybody knows that alcohol was gradually prohibited. 1, 2, 3 steps. Same thing for riba. Riba was also gradually prohibited. So the next ayah comes, whatever you give and you intend to get riba out of it, وَمَا أَتَيْتُم مِّن riba. Whatever you give for growth amongst the money of people. You give money to people so that it grows. فَلَا يَرْبُو عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. It doesn't grow with Allah. So Allah is not yet saying He's going to smash it and destroy it. Whatever you give to people so that it grows with the people and you get more back, it doesn't grow with Allah. Rather, what you give of zakah, that is the one that gets multiplied many folds with Allah. وَمَا أَتَيْتُم مِّن زَكَاةٍ تُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَ اللَّهِ. Same thing. Hoping to see Allah happy with you. That is what grows with Allah. Allah is about to make two more very important statements. Right there in Surah Al-Rum. He's discussing the distribution of wealth and that He's the one in charge of how much everybody gets and what you should do with your wealth. 2 ayahs down, Allah says that every corruption, every evil, fasad, that you see on earth, on land, and at sea, is all because of what people have accumulated, gained, achieved, done with their hands, with their own hands. Allah doesn't create anything evil. We say, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ. From the evil of what He created. Allah didn't create evil. Rather, this ayah should translate as, Ya Allah, protect me from the evil that comes out of what you created. How does evil come out of what Allah created? Because of مَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِي النَّاسِ. This ayah tells us. Because of what people have done. It is people who mess up, misuse the creation of Allah and do evil things with it. Is uranium evil? No, it's part of the creation of Allah. But if you make bombs out of it, that's definitely evil. Is that Allah's creation? No, that's human beings messing up what Allah has given them. Subhanallah. And the third ayah that comes here that's also very powerful and very important. فَأَقِمْ وَجْهَكَ لِلدِّينِ الْقَيِّمِ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ يَوْمٌ لَا مَرَدَّ لَهُ مِنَ اللَّهِ. You know when you talk about financial dealings, when you're about to pay something or when you're about to sign a contract, that concept that there's no turning back after. Like after you sign whatever, it's a car, after you drive it out of the dealership, there's no going back. That's it. The car is yours. Many times when you are about to sign a contract, a financial contract, you think twice because you know once it's signed, that's it. There's no going back on this deal. So since Allah was discussing financial things, now Allah says, then be upright or fix yourself up with the true upright religion before a day comes that there is no going back. There's no way you can fix your financial affairs once that day comes. The day that there's no going back. Allah calls this day of judgment the day of no going back twice in the Quran. This is one of those two places. Subhanallah. Whoever was ungrateful, disbelieved in Allah and was ungrateful, then, his ingratitude is only harming his own self. His ingratitude is only going to fall back on his face. Is going to backfire there. He's going to backfire on him. And whoever did salihan, amila salihan, did a good deed, just like some attempt to do a good deed, فَلِأَنفُسِهِمْ يَمْهَدُونَ. They are setting themselves up for their own selves in the hereafter. They're preparing their establishment for the hereafter, so that Allah may reward the ones who believe and do good deeds through His favors. And Allah does not love those who are not grateful to Allah. He's the one who gives everything. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.